Let's take a look at another feature within Microsoft Excel pivot tables. We're going to take a look at grouping data within a pivot table. Now, we've really already done some grouping. When I took the month column and dropped it into rows, it essentially took the records from the sales data worksheet and grouped all the January records together, all the February records together, and so on. And it allowed me to be able to summarize data within those groups, because we had multiple sales during January, multiple sales during February, but we're just seeing summarized, grouped sum of sales right here. So in essence, we have done some grouping. It's really summarizing data. Now, I want to move beyond just the standard group that just happens to click and drag into a group that we establish perhaps inside of this pivot table right here. For example, I've got months, and months can be grouped in many different ways. I could group them individually. So we just got January with all of its sales, February with all of its sales, or maybe I can group this by quarter. I could group it by year, just put them all together. I could group these because chronologically it makes sense. Group them in these different fashions. Well, I'm going to try quarters here. I want to be able to take January, February, March and put those into a quarter. And then I want to take April, May. We don't have all the quarters here, but I'm going to take April, May, put them into their own, and I'll put November, December into its own. Okay, so we'll have three different sort of quarters within this group listing that we're about to create here. Creating groups inside your pivot tables, really simple to do. And this is another reason why I love pivot tables. They're click and drag, really easy to create, and all the little features in here, just once you know they're available to you, they're really easy to activate. Let's take a look. First step, I'm going to select January, February, and March. Get my 3 months there for my first quarter. With those three selected, I'm going to go up to my pivot table tools section. And in here you got an analyze tab and you've got a design tab where you can find all sorts of features. On the analyze tab, towards the left, and about a third of the way into the analyze tab, we've got a group section. And I'm just going to go say group selection. And I've now grouped those 3 months, January, February, March. But you know what? It actually grouped all of them. It put these 3 months that I had selected into its own group. And if I just click up here, I can rename it. We'll just say this is QTR1. There's quarter one. Yeah, I got a group. And I can hit the minus sign there to collapse it up. And I just got a grand total for that group, quarter one. Hit the plus sign to expand it back out and get the details. But you know what? By default, it went into there and it grouped the other ones just kind of independently of each other. Which really isn't what I wanted, but this works for now. So my next step is I'm now going to grab April and May. Let's actually grab all of that right there. And I'm going to group that. So with those selected, I'll go back to Analyze, and I'm going to group the selection. All right, there's my group 2, and I'll rename that one. This will be quarter 2, and so on. Oh, make sure I'm actually typing inside there. Let's try that once again. QTR2, enter. There we go. And now I'm going to do the last one here. This will actually be, quarter 4. So I'll get November, December there, analyze. I'm going to group that selection, and I'm going to rename it here. So it's QTR4. And there we have it. Really simple to create the groups. Just highlight what you want to group, go up to your Analyze tab, create the group by its selection. Now remember, you established the one and all the other ones just uniquely get grouped into their own little settings. So now it's just up to you to go through, make the selections and group it. Make the selections and group it. And don't forget to go back in there and rename these groups that really fit your needs. So try this out. Slap together a pivot table, whether it's based on months or different types of products. Maybe you're going to put products into different categories or different regions into larger picture regions. Whatever it might be, make those selections, group them, give them a name. Try it out.